perhaps the most out-of-the-box bit of casting in this film is Sir Ben as Snatcher, Travis, because he's not exactly known for voice work, film, animation work. What made you think of him?
Sexy beast. No. We wanted to get, I mean, Snatcher is designed to be one of the greatest all-time animated villains, and so he's got to have that sense of malevolence. He's got to be, be very intimidating, and yet at the same time, there's sort of a degree of vulnerability there. There's a humanity there, and so we needed someone who could bring all those sorts of things to bear, who could be intimidating, who could have a bit of a soul underneath it all, and bring some comedy as well. And we thought there was absolutely no chance that we would get Ben Kingsley. And when he said yes, it was like we celebrated throughout the studio.
Have you been asked to do much voice work or animation work over the years?
No, I think this is my only my third or fourth in all the years. I loved it. It was very liberating, just to depend upon my voice, to bring this extraordinary creature to life. I did most of my recordings lying down, reclining on a kind of sofa bed, because I wanted his voice to come from his belly, not from where my voice normally comes from. So it was a very relaxed recording session. And I did nod off occasionally. Just to allow the voice to come from a different place.
I mean, a word that I would use to describe him is unctuous. That's helped along by the horrible teeth that he has and his big old belly. But what did you do with your performance and your voice to make him that quality?
I think that anyone who is constantly passed over by life, who feels somewhat ignored, who feels somewhat pushed into a corner by fate, is very vulnerable. I think he is hugely socially ambitious, and his ambitions are never quite fulfilled, so he has to invent a whole world that he can conquer in order to empower himself. So I think my starting point was a kind of longing, a kind of yearning inside him, and then it's of course covered up by the bravura, the narcissism, the voice. So I always like to find the little crack that makes a character vulnerable and build on that.
It does seem like between Iron Man 3, that whole Mandarin and the great switcheroo that character made, and now this film, which even though he is a vulnerable character, it's also really fun and funny, your performance. It seems like you're having a lot of fun in this point in your career. Is that a goal?
I used to do a lot of comedy on stage when I first started acting, and I was given quite a lot of, not awards, but lots of nominations for my comedy performances, and it's something that I love doing. I love making people laugh. It's a lovely way of communicating and joining in. It's joyful, it's releasing. So I hopefully will do more comedy.